Morning, Owen and Liz here. We're doing the Fulton chain trifecta today. The time's about 9:05. We're starting off with Bald Mountain. As you can see, the snow is hard packed today, so we're really not going to need snowshoes, I anticipate. We have them just in case, though.
Steeper in the winter.
Is it?
Little snowman.
Aw, so cute.
It's a winter cairn.
A winter Karen. Karen the snowman.
No, you know what I meant.
C-A-I-R-N. Gorgeous. Getting a bit of cloud break here finally. Wow. Perfect day for hiking, right after a rain event. Oh. So a fun fact about the Fulton chains. The railroad in this area was constructed in 1900, and the idea was that the Adirondack Railroad Company would ship supplies up to White Lake, and from White Lake they would take steamers on lakes 2 through 7. So the steamers would move in between, and the steamers could carry between 20 and 100 passengers. Between there, they would then get on a train, and then the train would take them from here up to Big Moose, and then back down to an old forge. So the cool part about it is, so the train was built in the 1900s. The ferry system actually kept running until the 70s, and then they were let go. And then the train was abandoned in place in 1934, and that was because of the advent of automobiles. So with the betterment of highways throughout the southern Adirondacks, there wasn't as much of a need for train travel. So basically all the train tracks got abandoned in place in this area, except for some select lines that would run lumber, which is pretty cool to think that all of this used to have steamers going up and down on it. And that's your history fact for today. All right, here we are at the summit. It only took about 23 minutes to get up. We're kind of moving a little slower. We're not really going for speed or anything today, but let's head up top and see what it's like. All right, here we are at the top. Liz is coming up right now. Some great views from up here, especially in this lower part of the park. One of my favorite parts to hike in. You don't only have to go to the high peaks to get good views. Perfect timing. The second we get off the fire tower, the sun decides it wants to make a full-on breakthrough and say hello. Say hello to the sun, everyone. It's been days since we've seen the sun. All right, made it back to the trailhead. We're gonna head over to the trailhead for Rocky and Black Bear. We did Black Bear last summer with my parents actually, but so we're gonna try to get up and down on the steeper section just because it'll be a little bit quicker. But yeah, and we got Liz coming up, bringing up the rear. So I'll do, when I get to the trailhead, I'll do a quick gear review of what we're both carrying today. See you over there. All right, so we're at Black Bear Mountain and we're holding off on the gear review for now, just because parking is a little hairy with the snowmobile trails compared to when we were here in the summer. So yeah, I'm gonna sign in at the register up here and then we'll be good to go. There's 7th Lake. Look how beautiful. It's better in the winter. You can almost see the old rail lines out there. Awesome. Something quick we've been talking about on the hike today. We were kind of going over some of you know, kind of what I've observed, what Liz has observed in terms of hiking here in the park, and I think a lot of the focus is really on, are you doing peaks? Are you peak bagging? Are you spending all your time like focusing on these hard expeditions or these hard hikes and hard climbs? And I think that, you know, I feel like we've like kind of lost that spirit of just going out and going for a hike. It's become very much about, I've completed this, I've done that, like, and you know, I've definitely taken my fair share of that and been a part of that group. But it's just tough. It's just tough to see that that's where we've gone overall as the hiking community. What would you say, Liz?
Yeah, I mean, I think that like we were saying, like we've done the range, you've done all 47 peaks, like
46. Oh, McNaughton.
I know there's 46. Anyway, so yeah, we definitely see the thrill and all that, and that's and also the accomplishment, and it's amazing to do all those things, but it's just the thought that every single time you go out doesn't have to be an amazing accomplishment to enjoy like what the Adirondacks has to offer, I guess. And that kind of excludes too, when we talk about like the outdoors is for everyone, like make it inviting, is that if people look and see that that's what people are doing every time they go out, they may think that's not something that's anywhere near attainable. When doing something, you know, like half the size, it still gets just as much pleasure, just as much enjoyment, and honestly still a little bit of a challenge too, but it's just a little bit, it's just more reachable and attainable. And you know, and not to say that anyone couldn't do try anything that they wanted in the Dax, but there's just so much more that isn't seen as much or advertised as much. That's just as, you know, just as amazing to do and just as enjoyable.
Yeah, it definitely, like, to piggyback off that, I've noticed, like, you know, even doing some of the other hiking challenges like the Triad or the Saranac Lake 6 and now on the Fulton Trifecta, I mean, there's just so much to see out here that it's different every time, and it's still beautiful, and it doesn't change the fact that, you know, it's in the Adirondacks. And I'm not discrediting anyone who's, you know, hiked all the hard challenges, who's working towards goals. Like, that's good. I'm just saying, I feel like overall we need to focus less on the high peaks and more about the Adirondack hiking community as a whole, and being inclusive to those who are
wanting to try out.
Yeah, wanting to try out and really get into this. It doesn't always have to be, let's go bag peaks. So that's kind of, we are kind of discussing this whole hike, is trying to get, you know, try to be more inclusive within the community. We made it to the trailhead back to the trailhead for Black Bear. We're kind of enjoying this hike today, so we're kind of taking it pretty slow.
And the other thing is
yeah,
I just thought of, people would normally not think that winter hiking is something you know, that they want to try out. They may normally think that that's tougher, but honestly, like, as someone who hasn't been hiking their whole life, and these are, like, winter hikes have been even fewer for me, it's easier if you have you know, the right gear to be warm enough. A lot of times going up and down can be quicker, less wear and tear on the knees for sure, I feel, just because everything is snowed over. So on a day like this, when the temperatures aren't frigid and you're not, like, freezing your ass off, then, you know, going up like any mountain when it's snowed over can honestly be less of a challenge and easier on the joints. And that's my opinion. And I never would have thought that at the beginning.
It's easier not to have to climb over boulders, that's for sure. Well, we're gonna drop by the car, eat some quick lunch, and then we're gonna run up Rocky, and then we'll be done for our day.
Keep doing that.
So I'll do kind of like a quick what I'm hiking with today, just to kind of get an idea of what my quick winter day pack looks like. I got my hydro pack, my toilet paper, I have a buff in here, I've got my gaiters in case the snow is deep. In here is my emergency kit, so I have water, medicine, tape, emergency blanket, some energy chews, and a lighter. I have some sport beans floating around in here for some reason. I also have my my rain jacket, and then I have another wool layer, a 250 merino layer. In the top pocket right here, I have my GPS unit in case something were to happen. However, unlikely on some of these smaller hikes, but still good to be able to find my way out. Top pocket, I've got 2 spare granola bars, my headlamp, and my pooper scooper, which is in there as well. So that's kind of what I'm hiking with. I also have a compass that's floating around in this pocket back here, and then I have my knife in my pocket. So, but yeah, today's been mostly snowpack, so it rained last night and everything then refroze. So it's been kind of nice not to have to use the snowshoes today. The last little bit on Bear, it was getting a little post-holy, but we stayed in the middle and it worked out just fine, just because it's been heating up. So yeah, that's kind of where we are. We're gonna head up Rocky now. Beautiful specimen. Nice black cherry tree, nice straight bowl. Probably get a good amount of board feet out of that bad boy. For you Latin lovers, Prunus serratina, or serotina, depending on how you want to say it. You sweating a little?
Yes.
It's gotten very warm out in the last half hour. And we're done. Woo!
Well, we have to go down.
Well, that's not that bad. It's just a quick walk down. It's only half a mile, right?
Unless we want to get lifted off.
Oh yeah, we could base jump from here, right? It's only 2,224 feet.
So like solid.
Yeah, we could land on that, I'm pretty sure, right? Good work.
Ooh, that was snotty.
It was snotty? Oh, I'm sorry. Well done, back at the car. Time to go get some coffee at the coffee shop right up ahead here. Remember what it's called? We went before.
I don't remember.
I don't remember. It's over in Eagle Bay though. So we're gonna pop up there, get some coffee, and then
if they're open.
If they're open, and then head back on home. Thanks for coming on our hike today with us.
You know, Stewart's Coffee always
Oh,
does
Stewart's
great.
Coffee slaps. Yeah, we don't have Stewart's out where we are, so. But if you like this, subscribe, comment, interact, follow me on Instagram, and yeah.
Also, it's true. Everyone who comes to the Dax has to drive a Subaru.
Yes, very true. See you guys.